Beautiful angel, I have a spirit message for you today. You know, so many things in your life are changing, and I had a vision about your future. Something is happening with you. That's why you are seeing all these coincidences and repeating numbers, and also dreams. You are going to receive many spirit messages, intuitive messages in your dreams. So really pay close attention to what's happening. Now, when you are shifting timelines, it means that you are ready. Somewhere on a subconscious level, you have said yes, you agreed to transfer your energy into a new timeline, new opportunities, new future, new relationships. So, what you will notice that your old relationships kind of like resurrecting or reawakening. You may hear from someone from your past just resurfacing and saying, hey, how are you? Now, be very mindful when this happens, because it's not real. This is not a real connection. This is happening because you are moving too fast into a very different future. So resistance rises. The power of resistance is triggered when you're very close to change, when you're very close to cross that threshold into another reality. That's when anything that can stop you will show up. Your ex, someone from your past with whom you have already parted ways, and you almost release them from your heart. It's almost like out of the blue they may show up, and notice how you feel. Just simply pay attention, like, is this an emotional situation? If you feel very emotional, it means that you have not really released them yet. There is this invisible connection that you may still have, or feelings that you have for them. And that's exactly what's going to hold you back. Now, you know that in the future, you have beautiful relationships, and someone who has true connection with you is waiting. Now, in the physical world, we are dealing with time. Time has to happen. Time has to pass from point A to point B. But sometimes the point, when you go through a spiritual path, your destination may not be from point A to point B. It may be from point A to point M, and then to point D, and then to point B. And it's not a straightforward path. It's not crystal clear when you are almost trusting the visions in your mind, when you deep in your heart, when you know that you are meant for something. You are meant for greatness. You are meant for incredible things. You are meant to have abundance and prosperity, beautiful, loving relationships. You know this. It's not just in your imagination. These are real images that you see. They're not just fiction or just a play of your imagination. No, these are real visions that you are experiencing, that you are not being shown. So what happens when you finally say, I'm ready. I'm going to take every chance I get to move forward into my future, and whoever's meant for me will be there always, and who's not meant for me will not be with me. It's just as simple as that. This reassurance comes from your spiritual awareness, from you being a spiritual being having an experience in the body. So on that level, you have a very different perspective. Sometimes before the transition, your spiritual perspective gets blurred. You don't see clearly. because an emotional side almost awakens out of the blue that, the whole being of you being involved with people, with events, and you truly connected with them emotionally and energetically. So these connections exist not on a higher level, but on a lower emotional level. And the moment you are about to cross that line between your past, your present, and moving into your future, all of a sudden there is this rush of emotions, and anything that could trigger your emotions will be triggered. So people showing up from your past, why? What's up with that? They're only there to be the proof that you have already made a decision. You have already decided somewhere, some way, that your future is going to be the future that is guided from that spiritual realm. And you know that you are already living this new reality, right? That you have already experienced the reality on the screen of your mind. You see it. You see that strength, the wisdom, the manifestation, the life that you truly want, the life that is destined for you. You have already connected with that future and you made a decision. You've made a decision that you are now moving towards that future. So guess what's going to happen? It happens every single time with every single person. Then all of a sudden, the forces of darkness, the forces of resistance become so active. And they're sensing your change. They're sensing that now you have more options. They're sensing your power and your ability to, I don't know, what's I have something stuck to my lip gloss. Okay, I'm sorry. You have now moved from desiring to intending, and that intention will cause a stir amongst the forces of this world, and you will feel more resistance. But when you are divinely guided, you will go through this resistance one spiritual message at a time. You'll have so many clues. You will receive, subtle dreams, spiritual, repeating numbers guiding you to the right event, right person. You will also feel different. The different feeling, the different awareness comes from your growth. You're growing. You're no longer like a puppet on the strings of your emotions. If somebody calls you, you go and you run to them. That doesn't happen anymore because you have grown. You have evolved. You've grown out of that old self. And resistance is only a sign. It's a sign. Remember, people coming from your past, they're not coming here to make your life better. They are here to test you. If you want another round of drama, here you go, sign up. It's free. You will have full access to this old drama and you can relive it as many times as you want. But because I also feel like, how do I say this? I feel like you have the ancestral energy that is very helpful for you. I feel like you have the departed loved ones, those in spirit, your ancestors who are working behind the scenes to protect you and keep you informed that you are not dwelling in darkness, that you actually understand the light and you follow the light. You follow the trail of light and you're moving towards a greater destiny, greater potential. You're supernaturally blessed. Let me just say it. You are supernaturally blessed. It's for real. With help of beings, your ancestors, you can achieve great life. Because you know why? Because their dreams are your dreams, and your dreams are their dreams. They have so much unrealized potential. So they want to pass this potential on to you because they see you. They see what you're capable of. They see how bright your light is. They see how extraordinary you are. And they also know that you will never receive a task that is greater than your ability to complete it. Everything that happens in your life is designed uniquely for you. You are the master. And the master takes time to master this path. One task at a time, one situation at a time, one experience, one relationship at a time. That's how you build your mastery. That's how you build your presence. That's how you build. That's how you overcome greatest challenges and reach for the impossible. Impossible only means I am possible. This is your divine message today.